we do want you to know what Immunical is designed to do and why it works. And that starts with understanding glutathione, what it is, and why it's important to you.
Glutathione is a substance that already exists in your body. It's just that until recently we didn't know how to raise glutathione levels. Now, when I talk about glutathione to a medical convention, for example, I'll put a slide on the wall with 20 or 30 different things that glutathione does inside of your cell. But for most people, if they could remember 3 things using the acronym AID, then they can really start to understand why this has such a tremendous impact on so many different pathologies. The A stands for antioxidants. The I part stands for the immune system. And finally, D, this area of detoxification.
So let's take a look at each of these key functions separately. First, glutathione as an antioxidant. Because glutathione is the major antioxidant produced naturally in the body, many scientists will refer to it as the master antioxidant. In fact, none of the antioxidants most people are familiar with, such as vitamin C or E, would be able to work properly were it not for glutathione. To understand how an antioxidant works, it's important to understand a little about free radicals and the damage they can have on the body, also known as oxidative stress.
A good example of oxidative stress that everybody understands, you get a brand new apple and you take the peel off that apple, oxidative stress occurs, that apple will turn brown. Well, if you come back a week later, that apple will be a little bit mushier. If you come back a month later, there may not be an apple there. And so that's all mediated by free radical damage, what we call oxidative stress.
The second important role of glutathione is to boost the immune system. Now, science still has a lot to learn about the immune system, but one thing we've come to understand is how to fuel it. And glutathione has been described literally as food for the immune system.
To have a food product, which I think is the most important development that we've offered to people in their health, their wellness issue, probably since penicillin. So 60 years. And I don't say that lightly, because I think it's very exciting to retool or help the body do its own healing. Because that's almost always, including intensive care, what we're able to offer. We offer support systems until the body heals itself. Now we're providing it with extra building blocks.
And finally, glutathione is a safe, effective, and natural detoxifier. It works in the body to eliminate toxins and help support individual cells and organs.
The way it operates as a detoxifier, it links with the poison through an enzyme called conjugase. And when they are linked together, the poison becomes soluble. And if a poison is soluble, it's no longer poison. It leaves the body through the urine. For example, lead, cadmium, and all sorts of carcinogen.
It's almost impossible to overstate the importance of having good glutathione levels. In fact, you have to have glutathione in your cells to stay alive. But ironically, living in today's world can lead to reduced levels of glutathione. You see, your body uses glutathione to handle the effects of stress and fatigue, pollution, illness, and even aging. That's why it's important to replenish or raise and sustain your glutathione levels. Now, if you're like most people, this is probably the first time you've heard of glutathione, and you may be surprised to learn that scientists have known about glutathione and its direct connection to health and wellness for many years. However, until Dr. Bonos discovered Immunical, the scientific community had been unsuccessful in effectively raising glutathione levels in the body. Thanks to his research, you can safely and effectively raise your glutathione levels with Immunitech's flagship product, Immunical.